Hey guys, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and I don't know how many of these are going to be going up. Some of these are going to be going up late Sunday evening for me, so later than my usual upload times, but on Sunday. And then some of them are going to be going up on Monday. I have no idea how many I'm even going to record, but these are going to be some archive redirect review uploads. So old stuff that that's been taken down. Here's going to be some archives for them. So the first one I'm doing is for season 1 of One Punch Man. I guess we're going to jump into kind of just going over what these episodes did. Links are down below in the description. For a lot of the archive redirects, they're probably just going to be up on Mega. There probably isn't going to be any other alternative uploads, although there might be. There actually might be. There actually probably will be. I'll have to check. But this is going to be One Punch Man Season 1. So, that's pretty cool. I'll just kind of... There's not really a lot to say there. Obviously, I did these episodes years ago, and I've actually not rewatched the series yet, so they're not that fresh in my mind. I mean, I've seen the show more than once, at least the first season. Obviously, I haven't quite reacted to season 2 yet, but I have the synopsis. I'm going to go over what happened. I remember One Punch Man pretty well, so this should be fine. But to be fair, this is mainly just for redirecting purposes, but let's talk about it. So episode 1, The Strongest Man, you have the whole thing with Vaccine Man, and Saitama wrecks him. Saitama takes out some bigger boys, including like the one giant and his brother and all that, although his brother just killed the other brother accidentally. It was really funny. But then he has the dream about the subterranean race who can actually chose a challenge for him, and he finally gets happy, and then he wakes up from the dream and realizes that they were super weak. And basically, they kind of set up this they set up the narrative of the show in the first episode, which is that Saitama is a superhero who isn't about fame or recognition. He became a hero because he just really wanted to help people, and what happened was he became so powerful that he's just like infinitely more powerful than everyone else. And it's kind of like a almost satirical comedy about the life of a man who's too strong. It's taking the concept of a hero and not only deleting the hero's journey, but deleting the hero's journey and telling a whole nother type of narrative based on the idea that from the very first moment we see this hero, they're at the top, and they are like undeniably at the top. And instead of running into this narrative where they have to get stronger and overcome the odds, we see a narrative where it's actually quite the opposite. They're too strong, there's no interest in their life, and they have to go through and fight the daily, mundane life, quote unquote, of being a hero who is never challenged and deals with the great war with himself of being too strong for his own good, and therefore, because he's so strong, he never has any challenge. And it's a really interesting kind of take on the superhero genre, and especially a take on the Superman type character. There's definitely some obvious parallels between Superman and Saitama. And I think it's really interesting because another series that I've reacted to, My Hero Academia, also has an interesting take on the Superman character and All Might, but there's a much different kind of portrayal with Saitama, or the One Punch Man, as he is known for being able to beat people with one punch, thus the name of the series, One Punch Man. What's interesting about Saitama is it's never about the challenge of overcoming the odds, because he knows for a fact that no one can truly challenge him, and he's pretty much perpetually bored, at least when it comes to fighting, at least when it comes to being a hero, because that element of his life has no challenge. It's, he's basically the ultimate hero. And it's really interesting how we see it, because the show is more or less portrayed, at least in my opinion, as a comedy, because, you know, there isn't really that intense kind of, is he going to win? Is he going to not? And I think that's a funny parody on a lot of anime and comics and various other forms of media where, you know, the hero almost always wins anyways. So I almost wonder that with One, the creator of the series, if he was trying to portray a different type of story, in that sense, that it was that this story is more about a dissection of the ultimate superhero character and a dissection of the genre as a whole in his own unique way, and he tackles it primarily with comedy because, again, a character like Saitama isn't going to have the drama in combat that a lot of other characters are going to have. So it's a very interesting take on the superhero genre, and I really enjoy it. And it's very cool because the rest of the heroes in this world kind of play by the normal kind of superhero tropes and, like, you know, they, you know, all the different things that you do with a superhero narrative. And it's like Saitama exists in a world where he's just out of place. Like, he, you know, everyone else fits the general, like, superhero molds, and then you have just Saitama, who's just like Saitama. And it's really funny. And it creates great interactions with him and Genos, who becomes his friend, you know, who wants to learn and become stronger with him. With Tatsumaki, or Tornado, who is the hottest 25-year-old little piece of ass. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. But, you know, and all the various characters he meets. And you get to meet these great heroic characters who get to show their heroics and their, you know, deeds of valor through the fact that, unlike Saitama, they are putting their lives on the line. They are risking it all and being heroes, or in some cases being more of the type of characters who care more about chasing clout or, you know, fame, money, and, you know, the various things that a lot of superhero narratives would like to tell, you know, kind of the darker sides of the quote-unquote heroes. And I think throughout the journey of the first season of One Punch Man, we get to see that dichotomy between Saitama, who just wants a challenge, and literally everyone else who is living these much more in-depth lives of trying to, you know, gain something, whether it's notoriety or money or, you know, trying to do the greatest technological advances or whatever. But there's all these different motives that drive these various characters throughout the season, throughout the, I guess, probably the series. But again, I haven't seen season 2 yet. I can't wait to do that when we do. But Saitama is just the most plain guy ever, who, so despite being the most plain and boring guy ever, he's bested anything anyone can do, and he's become this just absolute beast that no one even knows about because he's so, like, against the radar, because he knows that he's like this unstoppable hero, and, you know, he just doesn't give a fuck about that stuff, and it's just really great. The other thing that's really cool is the animation, at least in season 1, was absolutely incredible. I've heard things about the animation in season 2 that it's not as good, and, you know, we'll find out eventually. But as far as the animation goes in this first season of One Punch Man, it's absolutely fantastic. So I know I gave the general synopsis of the first episode, but I'm going to kind of save a lot of what happens in the rest of the series as far as details for the reaction, because again, it's been a long time and I don't want to talk too in depth on it, because while I do remember most of this stuff, like I remember all the stuff with Sonic really well, with Moomin Rider, you know, all the various things that happened. The stuff at the end was really fantastic, with Boros and Saitama, and that was just an incredibly animated fight and everything, and there's just so many cool things there. But it is, in the end, just a really cool series that obviously if you're here you've probably already seen and know all about it, but all the same, you guys should check out the reaction down below in the description. And I'm about to hit 10 minutes, so I've made this video 10 minutes if I'm able to get monetization on the channel, which I'm planning on working on once my copyright strike gets down. So hopefully in 2020 I'll be able to monetize these videos. Wouldn't that be amazing? And then at that point, I just, you guys, you don't care about these videos. You just mute them. You just go in the different tab, watch the reaction, and just let them run, and that'd be fantastic. Oh my goodness. It's so funny that I'm starting to shill that when I'm not even making any money off of any of these videos yet. Well, anyways, Flaming Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.